Hey guys, it's Michelle from Tennis Warehouse, currently in Germany with Tennis Warehouse Europe as well as Max from headquarters. Thanks for joining me. I've got an amazing racket in my hands. It's something brand new. We've never heard of it or seen it. So can you tell me what we're hitting with today?
Absolutely. It's a great pleasure to show you our latest innovation. This racket was long in the making, and we have the ambition with this racket to really disrupt the industry a little bit. It is actually the most headlight racket we have ever had, so it comes with a lot of maneuverability, but at the same time it also comes with tons of comfort and power. So I would say let's give it a try and have a hit.
Yeah, comfort, power, and maneuverability, it sounds right up my alley. So let's go hit it so we can give you guys some first impressions.
Hi, it's Benji from Tennis Warehouse Europe, and today we tried the new head squared, and to be honest, I really like this racket. First, it's easy to play, really maneuverable, and also it's a really good mix between power and control, everything that I love on the court. And yeah, I would recommend this racket for people that's looking for pleasure on court. And I want to add one more thing. Head is a brand established on the market and they are still improving, and this is something really good for the tennis.
Hey, it's Alex from Tennis Warehouse Europe, and today we are trying the new squared racket from Head. It's the first time I play with this kind of racket. I got a feeling that it's a really maneuverable racket, as well as it's still a 295 grams racket, but you got the feeling that it's super light, super easy to swing, super easy to maneuverable. And to be honest, I will recommend this racket for beginner or intermediate player, but also some players who didn't play since a while, like me, for example. You still got the feeling that the ball can just go in. So it was really a pleasure to play, and I really recommend you to try and test this racket to get your feelings as well.
The thing that I have to say first, I'm drawn to the cosmetic. I really love the mix of gloss with the matte, so it's really fun to have this racket in my hand and hit with it. And then the second thing that I love about Head Squared is there's only one racket right now in the lineup, so it's not a hard decision. I can pick this up, have a friend try it, and they're gonna absolutely love it, because what I found out there today, that sweet spot is so massive and forgiving that it's really nice that even if I wasn't hitting perfect, my ball still landed in the court. I found really easy depth and height on the ball, which is not normally my thing, without having to try too hard. We're out here on clay today. I'm not usually used to the slower courts. I'm trying to embrace it, but I'm still hugging the baseline. And what I found was even with a shorter take back, the racket still feels nice and fast through the ball. Every level of player is going to enjoy this. If you're an experienced player that likes heavier rackets, maybe this one's not for you, but I know we all have a lot of friends out there who are looking for their next best racket, and I think this is a great one to get in a lot of people's hands, get them on the court. They're going to have so much fun hitting with this. It's such a great experience that it's definitely one you're going to have to try for yourself and get on the court and just enjoy.
I'm Chris from Tennis Warehouse, and I'm here with Ralph from Kennelbach, Austria, the headquarters. Now, Ralph, I've been hitting this racket. It feels really fast in my hand, and I hit it with both a poly and a multi, and I actually like the racket the most with the multi-filament string. I felt like I could feel what the racket was engineered to do better with the multi. I felt like I could feel the racket breathing really nicely. It felt really plush and comfortable. When you built this racket, was there a specific string type you engineered it for?
That's actually a good question. We knew from some market research that in the US, a multi-filament string is more dominant. So we were first targeting towards this. But in the end, we of course also tried with polys. And I think a big success is that this racket really works with both type of strings.
Now I find this racket, I think, is a really easy to use racket for me. And I think for a player just getting started, maybe a fairly athletic adult, would get a lot of success with this racket. It comes around the body really quickly.
Yes, I think the great thing about this racket is really the maneuverability. And if we think about, maneuverability is not only weight, because no player holds the racket like this. Everybody holds the racket like this. And this is where pickup weight comes into place. And this is the combination of weight and balance. And here we got an extremely headlight balance.
So how did you achieve this with your engineering skills?
That was really the team. It was an awesome effort by the team, pre-development team, inline team, and really kudos to these guys. And what we did was we engineered the whole frame totally new. We used some new fibers from Torre, where we have great cooperation with them. And then we also, to enable a better feel, we also incorporated something special.
Okay, tell us, because when I hit it, it felt really plush and comfortable.
Exactly.
Is that part of that special?
Yeah, this is exactly what we wanted to achieve. So we have what we call a double tube construction. So you have the normal tube running on the outside, and we have a special tube running here to the yoke and back. And this tube we can engineer differently, so we can use different angles, and this is also foam filled, so this really enables the racket to deliver, despite its kind of really light feel. It's great maneuverability, it has this nice solid feel.
Now if you're a fan of head rackets like I am, I remember the twin tube days, especially
Yes.
the Radical. How is this different to, say, a twin tube racket? People are wondering about those differences.
Yeah, the twin tube was going all around the racket, and it was kind of a sleeve, so to say, going around the racket. Here we have a separate carbon tube. So it's similar in the name, but it's totally different constructions, and also, yeah, really kind of, let's say, bring the whole thing to the next level.
Awesome. Well, Ralph, thank you for explaining what's behind the great playability of this squared racket. I really enjoyed it, hitting it out on the court. Stay tuned for more as these come to market and we get playtesting and full reviews. And for more information on anything head, be sure to head to Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, or Tennis Only.